Welcome to ED390 Toolbox presentation by Marcus Rogers. Item number 1 is a level, and this is compared to formative versus summative assessments. Just like a level can be used to measure the straightness of a line or an angle, you can only use a level to measure either horizontal or vertical lines at a time. This is similar to assessments being used to measure student learning, but you can only use it as formative or summative one at a time, but they can both relate to each other. This is compared to a assessment of learning or an assessment for learning. My second item is screwdrivers. As you can see in the picture, there's many different types of screwdrivers and the heads on the screwdrivers, and this is compared to formative assessments in the sense that we have multiple formative assessments that we can use in the classroom, all of them having the same general idea, which would be to tighten or loosen a screw or to relate with student learning, but all of them are used differently and may fit students in different ways. Some of the formative assessments I've got in my toolbox from this class is color carousel, exit slips, 3-2-1s, bell ringers, post-it notes, Kahoot.com, top 10 list, foldables, think pair shares, choose swap choose, and many more. My third item is a measuring tape, and just like a measuring tape is used to give a builder a mental value of length of an object or area, we can use homework as teachers to also measure student understanding so that we can make mental notes and get values of student understanding. There's 5 hallmarks to homework, and they are having meaningful homework with clear purpose, have very effective homeworks, make them aesthetically appealing so that students will do them, make them competent or make them doable by the students, and then give students a sense of ownership for their own homework. So this is like a measuring tape because it gives teachers a feel for where students are and how it measures up to where we need them to be, just like a builder would use a measuring tape. My fourth item may not actually fit in my toolbox, and sorry Miss Blevins, but it is a building inspector, which I know technically isn't a tool, but a building inspector would go around to homes during construction to fill out legal forms about a building process meeting codes and requirements. Some of these items that he may be looking for are electrical, structural, plumbing, and ventilation type issues or inspections. As teachers, we use rubrics to assess students in grading for performances on papers, projects, or presentations, and we have certain categories that we're looking for too. Some may be grammar, some may be organization, format, oral presentation, eye contact, all that good stuff, but a building inspector is compared to a rubric in assessments. My last item is a blueprint in the toolbox, and as you know, blueprint is used by builders to look and prepare and to study up on how the house is going to properly be built, and the blueprint helps them to think about each step in the process and to make sure it's all planned out properly before the construction begins. For teachers, our blueprint is our unit forms that we fill out. I spent several hours filling out my unit forms for my 3-day unit that I taught, and it does take a lot of time to prepare and think about our students and how our assessment and our content needs to fit our students. So our blueprint is our unit forms. My unit forms that I recently just turned in included 3 lesson plans, pre and post test, formative assessments, unit analysis, assessment strategies, test blueprints, homework, and unit guidelines. So a lot goes into a unit just like a lot goes into a blueprint. And my last slide, a big thank you to Miss B for filling up my toolbox over the past semester, and I will see you next fall for 416. Thanks.